All right, we are 5 days out from showtime. So what I have to do now is clay bar the whole truck and cut and polish the whole truck. So that way the whole truck looks like this instead of scratched up. And of course getting the rest of that off from the badges. Okay, truck is clay barred. Didn't touch this. Doesn't really look much different except for slightly cleaner. It gets out very minor like paint transfer and stuff like that. Worst parts were the hood and roof and tailgate. Much better now. So now we can start cutting. And that's the fun stuff because you'll start seeing scratches disappear. But smooth. All right, time to do the crankcase vent filter. Here is the new one. Once you take off 4 bolts and then 8 bolts, there's a couple of studs to hold this wiring harness, but take this cap off and lift this up, pull it out, lube up these O-rings, put it right back in, button everything up, and you're done. Very simple, and it saves you like $300 or $400 versus a dealership. All right, all buttoned up. And if you want to save yourself a ton of money, there is the part number, and you can do it yourself in like 10 minutes.
All right, so I just picked the truck up. I'm starting to notice a pattern with this thing. So I got the coolant issue fixed. So I got a new reservoir, and they flushed it again. And they cleared the check engine light because it was for low coolant. Whenever, I'll insert a clip, but it was spraying coolant. It was much worse than I thought. And I'm driving like 10 minutes down the road, and now my service airbag system just came on. So literally one thing gets fixed, one more thing goes wrong. So as soon as I fix this, I'm not even gonna say that, I'm not even gonna speak it into existence. But yes, headed back home now to start the paint correction. Then tomorrow it gets new U-joints in the front because it's clacking like crazy. The passenger side went out, but I figured I might as well do both. And then Wednesday is new brakes and rotors, and wheels and tires go on. So this will be all one video of a couple services getting fixed, and then paint correction and wheels and tires. And I'll be able to do a cinematic video finally, since I can drive the truck again, because that coolant leak was a lot worse than I thought. So it's about to look really good by the end of this video. And just remember, I still have more paint work to do, and these are temporary wheels. These are not the color I'm going with, but this is just what I had at the time. So keep that in mind, but it's still gonna look good.
Beautiful new tank. So that's much better than it was. Very unfortunate news. Oh my God. What is this? How am I leaking oil now? All right, let me investigate this. Okay, false alarm. So actually, my oil filter was super loose. So I just tightened that back up and cleaned that off. Shouldn't see that anymore. It is weird that it just started leaking all of a sudden. So I'm going to check my oil level just to be sure. At this point, a lot of stuff going on with this thing. The cutting compound that I wanted to use is like a super heavy cut. It got delayed on Amazon. I can't find it anywhere locally. So I was just able to polish up a couple of the spots, like the where these emblems were on both doors and the tailgate. So that's all I'm gonna be able to do. I don't feel like wasting my time doing this twice with a sucky compound that I can get and then polish it and have to do it all over again. So that will be after the show. So now U-joints tomorrow. I gotta get a tag on it, gotta register it before I drive out of state again. And brakes and rotors and wheels. Okay, update. The U-joints are in. It is way smoother now. I don't hear this sound every time I'm stopping now. So that's nice. I don't feel embarrassed to drive the truck anymore. But yeah, like I said, between 0 and 40, it was knocking like crazy. So U-joints fixed that. If anybody's having the same issue, I went ahead and replaced both. If one's out, you know, the other one's not far behind it, so why not do both at the same time?
Yeah, time to get it registered in my name. This part always sucks because I go through vehicles pretty fast, so I'm just like throwing away money. But time to get it registered. Tomorrow is brakes, rotors, wheels, and tires. So, not much longer, guys. I'm still looking forward to putting the wheels and tires on this thing. Can't wait.
Beautiful.
Okay, just picked the truck up from getting the brakes, wheels, and tires, and it looks good. It's raining, so I can't show you guys right now.
I need to trim the fender because I'm not rubbing on the bumper. And then I have some temporary headlights I'm putting on for the show, only because I did not have time to get the bumpers painted. They sent the wrong ones. I cannot freaking catch a break. I got the reflector set sent to me instead of the projector set. So these aren't gonna work. All right, so fix the turn signal wire on these depots. The OEM ones are trashed, so I can't use those. So these will be temporary. So at least I have a turn signal now. And yeah, let's go get some pictures. Definitely need to figure out something soon because this thing is full of condensation. This reveal was cut short for a new segment called What Else Could My Dodge Possibly Be Leaking? Oh, frick. I'm pretty sure it's a brake fluid. So there's a lot of lines coming off here and they're kind of wet. I dried them off. And then there's also a line. I mean, I sprayed everything under here. So these lines right here are also, well, they're the brake lines, but they were kind of dripping a little bit. So I think that one or both of these lines are loose, or there was a little bit of residue up here. So I don't know if this cap is loose. So I dried it off, but it's ironic that I got a coolant flush and reservoir busted, got a brake flush, and now I'm leaking brake fluid. So I obviously don't have time to fix that before the show, so I'm just gonna buy some brake fluid and top it off if I need to. It's a 5-hour drive, so I'll probably have to top it off either when I get there or get home. So this truck, man. All right, so the reveal was obviously cut very short because after I noticed that, I started kind of panicking because I have to leave in like 12 hours to drive 5 hours to the show. So I got back home and inspected it. So the reveal is kind of lackluster, but I will get some more good photos and videos when I have more time. But I'm overall very happy with it. Very slight trimming required. Oh, and before anyone said anything, yes, I fixed the caps. The shop that threw them on for me, I wasn't supposed to put the caps on, but now they are in line with that, and I will not be taking my truck back to them for other reasons. But the next set will have some floaters, so it won't matter how they go on. All right, that's where this video is going to end. Next video, FP 3.0. Let's go.